Howdy, welcome back to another episode on the Wholesome Rave podcast. If this is your first time, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video to your friends and family. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. The constant mocking of Black women. Why is the humiliation and degrading content of Black women still on a rise? Let's talk about it. The constant mocking of Black women is a really heartbreaking reality that needs to be addressed. It's essential to recognize that Black women, like all human beings, have a vast range of emotion. This doesn't mean taking away the rights of others, but rather acknowledging the unique struggles that Black women face. Historically, Black women have been at the forefront of the fight against sexual assault and violence, and this has been from the Memphis riot of 1866 to the Me Too movement. Black women have led the charge, demanding control over their bodies and their lives. It's crucial to acknowledge these issues and work towards creating a society where Black women are valued and respected. We also need to acknowledge that the effects of this stereotype is an extremely draining topic and conversation to have. The reason is because these stereotypes have made lots of Black women to become afraid and often scared to show and express their emotions. They are also forced to control themselves anywhere they go so as not to be labeled as an angry Black woman. It's also mentally taxing and can affect the ability to form real connections because some of these motions is deeply rooted across different diasporas. This brings me to speak on some of the stereotypes that have emerged where they portray Black women as aggressive, emotional, and irrational. There is also a level of social control within these stereotypes. These tropes surrounding social control has silenced Black women, dismissing their concerns and experiences. This brings me to talk about the rap situation in our society. Sexy Red recently released her lines of lip glosses. The names which she named her glosses is insane.
Charge, coochie juice, booty hole brown, pussy hole pink. It had so much potential to be something. Like, she could have gave us a sexy red, obviously. I would have took a sexy chocolate. But that's the best they could come up with. Sex on my period? What's going on up here? I also do not believe that it is okay to kind of make a joke about STIs. Naming your products yellow discharge and gonorrhea, I think this can actually lighten the severity of having STIs, especially when hookup culture is so prevalent today.
Do y'all see that Sexy Red released a lip gloss line named after STDs and just disgusting things? And y'all think that the white man is trying to use religion to control y'all? Let me hold y'all hand when I say this. Those artists that they're steady releasing to promote nothing but negativity to our youth, because that's exactly who's going to be buying those lip glosses that she has and just thinking that it's so cute saying all of these things. That's what they're using to control our people.
I love her music. She's a good artist. I like her lyrics. They're very raunchy and very, very nice to listen to. If you look at all of her videos, you can see that she is the kind of representative for these kinds of overly sexualized videos. She's pushing the stereotypes that it's okay for women to shake their booty on the internet and just sexualize themselves. What's happening today is that I see a lot of women dressing this way in the real world and expecting it to be okay or normalized. Yes, dress for yourself, but what has become appropriate is girls or ladies dressing like they are going to a club, exposing parts of their body that should be covered, and not even trying to embrace their feminine side wearing these covered clothes or even trying to embrace modesty. It's insane because young people these days are hopping on these trends, and there is no line between this being a norm or just being a trend for social media / TikTok. And even if it's a trend for social media / TikTok, what are we teaching the new generations of women that are coming up watching these things. I'm gonna insert a video of Cardi B listening to her own song, and her daughter walks in and she turns off the music.
Hey, hey.
People kept commenting that, oh, so it's okay for Cardi B to turn off the music just because her daughter walks into the room, but it is okay for them to play her music in like any situation where kids are being exposed to such kinds of music. Does it really mean that these women just make this music for the money without actually thinking about what the young people, the young women who needs to be protected in today's era should be listening to? This clip by Candice Owen also emphasizes this point that I'm trying to make.
Who owns these record label companies? Who signs a sexy red? You can go out and you can get any artist in the world based on their talent. Why is it that when you come to Black America, you want to platform someone like Sexy Red when it used to be you platform people like Lauryn Hill? This is intentional. This is intentional because, you know, as Confucius said, a Chinese philosopher said that, you know, what is in your ears will eventually be what surrounds you.
It seems as though a lot of these producers are pushing these kinds of videos, these kinds of rappers. They want these kinds of music because, yes, it gets the attention, it gets the money. The reason it gets the attention and gets the money is because it's a trend right now, and not just a trend. It's almost as though people do not see anything wrong. It's as though it's part of the culture. And not realizing that it's become part of the culture is mind-blowing, because there are youths growing up listening to this music and actually thinking that they can make something out of themselves by following in these footsteps. And you know how this ends at the end of the day. You see most of these women, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, now covering themselves up when they go out to the open world. That is because they themselves are aware, they are aware of what is acceptable and what is not. I'm not going to even talk about the 20 ladies versus the one man challenge that has been trending for a few years now on YouTube. You know the video where they bring out many ladies and the man is meant to like maybe the pop the balloon challenges. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. These videos are like quite trendy. And the issue with these kinds of videos is a lot of these women, they are offering themselves to be subjected to insults and being downgraded. And what is with the ladies being so available to these men, acting so desperate to these men? I mean, I was watching these videos and I just feel cringe. I'm like, why are you ladies even on these kinds of videos in the first place? And what's with the ladies giving a 360 for these men on camera? Most of the times you see that these men they are uninterested. And it's the same thing for the TV shows as well. The TV series, reality TV shows to be precise, that we see in today's days are literally promoting the angry Black women narratives. Black women are fueling these stereotypes, and Black men too. 2 months ago, Andrew Schwartz, James and Fuhad, I don't know if anyone's come across their videos. Basically, Andrew Schwartz was making a joke of the Black girl effect as a trend, and basically Fuhad and James literally laughed at it.
What is the black girlfriend effect? This is
You don't know about
glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a Black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like
Yeah.
clean shape up.
Glows
up, bro.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with Black girlfriends,
They grow a beard
they step
because
their dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
That's hilarious.
I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
Yo, who gives
That means what?
Hey, let me get a US translation.
After the interview went live, they expressed that they were laughing because they felt uncomfortable during the interview. But you can see clearly in that video the way they make derogatory comments on the effects and values that Black women bring to the table. Even in the society where we are still trying to protect ourselves, we are still trying to make people see our values. In 2024, a comedian like Andrew Schwartz is making such jokes, such derogatory comments. This is the world we live in. We need to realize that these stereotypes need to be changed, and it's not something that can be changed in one day. It is something that we as Black women need to stand up for ourselves, and not in the angry Black women narratives. We need to not feel scared to speak up when these men make derogatory comments regarding who you are as a person. And also, it's important to not put yourself in situations where you are being made fun of. Putting yourself out there on these TV shows to men who you barely know and giving them a 360. What does that say? That screams insecurity. That screams you wanting to be picked. That screams you not being confident in yourself. You don't have to expose yourself. You don't have to give these men a public 360. You don't have to show that you are available for them to see your worth. There is also a pride that comes in being modest. There is also a pride that comes in carrying yourself with high esteem, especially in this world where Black women aren't even appreciated as much. And to be honest, when you see these problem as a systemic problem, you know that the fight is not just a fight that you on your own can take on. It's a fight that would take God knows how long for us to make people see these reasonings. Ayo Edebri is also a comedian that got her popularity in the UK, and she's doing quite well for herself. But she's also going through the same thing. Hers is in a different way because people do not put her under the stereotype that we normally face. It is the opposite.
Ayo's on one right now. She's on fire. Is it fair or ethical for one person to be so good at everything?
No, it's not fair, but we'll allow it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay in Io's case.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's totally not
Yeah.
fair. She's got the brains, the beauty, intelligence, the comedy child,
And I'm Nepo baby.
and
My dad is the WB frog.
she's a fashion icon. Come on, leave a little for us.
You're not the WB Frog's daughter.
Shows what you know.
I think it's fair. I don't know.
I'm Nepo.
Yeah.
A lot of comments around her career or her as a person is now around her not being Black enough. That's insane. Just because someone is awkward and shy and doesn't express themselves doesn't mean that they are not Black. So you see the point I'm trying to make? It doesn't really matter which way you choose to go. Having an awareness of what your true identity is the only thing that can keep you going, regardless of what you might think. You don't want people to tell you who you are. If you become the shy and awkward Black girl, it's a problem. If you become the loud and vibrant Black girl, that is also a problem. That is borderline aggressive. We need to be more aware and pay close attention to our identities, our history, where we come from, and how that separates us from others. You need to also realize this social colonialism and sexism that a lot of Black people experience is a real thing. These are traumas that we still carry to this day. And ignoring these traumas as though it never happened is not going to be good for you. But rather, protecting yourself against this stereotype is going to be the best thing for you. And how do you protect yourself? By not falling for all of these things the media keep pushing to us. By not accepting these social cultures and trends that are going on. Protect yourself. Protect yourself from these negative connotations that is attached to a lot of Black women. Black women, we know, are being sexualized these days. We know that they are not given the value and appreciation that they need. And in order for someone to see the value that you possess, you have to separate yourself from the crowd. You have to stand out. You have to be different. And you can't be different if you're following the cultural norms that we experience in today's society. The only way is to go against the norm by expressing yourself individuality and sticking to your self-beliefs and not letting anyone try to change that for you. That is my belief. That is what I think we need, and that is what I think we need to do collectively to keep pushing forward, especially in the culture where Black women are constantly being humiliated and devalued. So that's about it for this video. If you did enjoy watching this video, thank you so much. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, like this video, guys. Drop a like on this video, drop a comment, share this video to your friends and family. So stay tuned for the next video.